The birth of Earth is a story that spans billions of years and involves processes that shaped our planet into the one we know today. Here's an overview of how Earth formed. Formation of the solar nebula. About 4.6 billion years ago, the story begins with a giant cloud of gas and dust, known as the solar nebula. This cloud collapsed under its own gravity, possibly triggered by a nearby supernova explosion. As it collapsed, the cloud began to spin and flatten into a rotating disk, with most of the material being pulled toward the center, forming the Sun. Accretion of planetesimiles, 4.6 to 4.5 billion years ago, within the spinning disk of gas and dust, particles began to collide and stick together, forming larger and larger clumps called planetesimiles. Over time, these planetesimiles grew in size through a process known as accretion, eventually forming protoplanets, including the early Earth. Differentiation and formation of Earth's layers. Around 4.5 billion years ago, as Earth continued to grow, it became large enough that the heat from collisions, gravitational compression, and radioactive decay caused it to partially melt. This melting allowed heavier elements like iron and nickel to sink to the center, forming the Earth's core, while lighter elements formed the mantle and crust. The giant impact hypothesis. Around 4.5 billion years ago, a significant event in Earth's formation was the hypothesized collision with a Mars-sized body called Theia. This impact is believed to have ejected a large amount of debris into orbit around Earth, which eventually coalesced to form the Moon. Cooling and formation of the crust. 4.0 billion years ago, after the impact, Earth continued to cool, leading to the solidification of its outer layer into a crust. Volcanic activity and outgassing released gases like water vapor, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen, forming the early atmosphere. Water and the early oceans. Around 4.0 billion years ago, water vapor in the atmosphere condensed to form rain, leading to the formation of Earth's oceans. Some water may have also been delivered by comets and asteroids during the late heavy bombardment period. Emergence of life. Around 3.8 billion years ago, the early Earth, with its oceans and atmosphere, provided the conditions necessary for the first simple life forms to emerge, setting the stage for the evolution of complex life. These processes, spanning hundreds of millions of years, transformed Earth from a chaotic collection of debris into a dynamic, life-supporting planet.